Oh, anyways, let's get in to this TVP. We've been TVPs all day today, and we're going to do yet another one here. My entire YouTube channel is just going to be TVPs from the EPT Cups today. So I hope you guys enjoy this matchup. If you do, make sure to, hit that subscribe button. Keep an eye on those YouTube channels. The YouTube channels, YouTube videos, whatever, all that good stuff. And follow the Twitch channel while you're at it. And we're going to get into game one on Oceanborn between Team Liquid's Clem, who's down here in the lower right going for a nice quick command center Reaper expand, against the Protoss. In the upper left, it is Dragon Kites's herO. Here we're going for the Reaper wall, taking his own base. It looks like we just got ourselves in a nice macro game. This is kind of what you expect. I am wondering what herO is going to do here. He's up against Clem. Now, Clem's TVP is absolutely top tier. He is, again, I will say the best Terran in the world right now. And I think for those the very top Terrans in general, TVP is going to be one of their stronger matchups. There are some exceptions. I think Gumiho is one of the best Terrans in the world, but his TVP is actually kind of abysmal. But other than that, you've got like Cure, Clem, Maru up there, and I feel like their TVPs are usually very strong. MaxPax, I know, has struggled against Clem lately. Although I haven't gotten to see some of the last weeklies. I don't know if MaxPax is still struggling against Clem right now. Blinkstalkers are pretty good. But here's going to open with a Stargate. So just interested in what he's going to be doing in this matchup. How he's going to try to keep Clem in check. Reaper's going to be able to scout the Stargate. Ooh, actually, okay, I did see it. Just barely. Caught wind of that before it went down. So that's very important. Body Council follow-up for herO. Not too surprising. I don't know what the Adepts are raving. They're just having a little rave dance party over here. Ooh, Oracle is going to sneak by this Hellion that's trying to come in here and see what's going on. But it looks like the Adepts should be able to catch this Hellion. Ooh, can he juke away? Can he juke away? No, he cannot. Good try by Clem. But herO says no. Oh! I didn't even see that Widowmine, and neither did herO until it was too late. Widowmine gets a kill. That is not something you see very often. herO kind of pulling a deer with that one. Losing his Oracle, his first Oracle to the Widowmine. And actually, that is the only Oracle. No follow-up Oracles, no Phoenixes, which is what I would expect out of a Stargate. But I think herO is trying to catch Clem a little bit off guard here. Because you usually would expect either another Oracle or two, or Phoenixes to follow that up. But herO's going straight into the Blinkstalkers. The Twilight Council was not scouted by that Reaper. It had died already. So now, Clem might be expecting more air units, and it's just not what's going to be coming across the map. herO's instead going into a more normal macro Blink play. And keeping an eye on everything with these Adepts. Clem's gearing up, getting a lot of army out here. He's got stim, combat shields, and +1 on the way, so he'll have a very powerful timing if he wants to go for that. And, I mean, that could be a good decision here for Clem, because Blink Stalkers can struggle to deal with a lot of stim bio like that. Usually you want those charge lots out in front. You want some splash damage to help support and, keep the Terran microing against the splash, like Disruptor Novas, Colossi, even Storm. If you force them to micro constantly, the Stalkers can get a lot of value over time. But if it's just Blink Stalkers, they can sometimes struggle against this kind of an army at this timing. This is the problem for herO with the later Blink, is that it's going to delay all of his tech. Whereas Clem, he's right on it. He's got 2 medevacs. He's moving out with a lot of bio right now. And these Stalkers are going to get a taste of the bio to start with. Stim's not quite done, though, so herO doing a great job killing 3 Marines there for free. It's a good opening. At the same time, a mine drop heading to the north side while this bio pushes through the middle. This could be very difficult for herO to deal with. He does have a couple of shield batteries here to help out against this army. I'd love if these Stalkers went over and hung out by the shield batteries since they're getting a little low. Clearly, concussive shell's not quite done yet. The 3 Adepts thinking about shading in. It looks like they might be able to delay this 3rd CC at the very least. But that mine drop is poised to come in at the same time as this push on the front. Delay on the 3rd CC is nice, and those Adepts will be able to sneak out of there. Oh, but we have 2 mine drops. I didn't even see that one, but it goes down before unloading anything. However, that does mean the ones in the main are going to get nice and burrowed here. The armory is done too, so without detection, these will not be able to get cleaned up. Widow Mines get some connections. That is going to be 8 probes and a Stalker going down at the same time. Clem moving in the front here. He takes down the 2 shield batteries. Force Field's trying to buy some time, and they will successfully buy time until the Stalkers get down here. The Warp Prism does go down. Adepts on the backside, though, actually picking off a couple of extra units. Really nicely done there by herO. Great engagement. As Clem has to retreat. Oh, but the Widow Mines punishing that blink forward. Very nicely done. Getting a couple of Stalker kills. Not a ton of damage overall. But let's take a look at the trades. Extremely even this game. Wow. That's crazy how even that ended up being. The 8 probes going down is a little painful for herO, but he's been mining more for a while. So, yes, it's a bit of a moment there for Clem, but still going to be a better economy for herO off the back of that. And herO able to successfully deflect the frontal attack. That was a big power moment for Clem. He had it all lined up. He had 2 mine drops and the frontal attack all at the same time. herO deflecting it beautifully. I mean, that was some like Karate Kid stuff right there. He whacks on, whacks off. He painted the fence, you know, and then there was another thing too. I don't remember what it was. He did it all at the same time. He's professional. And now herO has a bit more map control. He's got the Stalkers meandering around the map, a couple of Zealots around. He's taking his 4th base, getting into Colossi. I'm starting to like this a lot for herO. Not to say that Clem is not also doing a lot of things. He's got his he already has an armory. See it. Building a second one that he absolutely doesn't need, but I guess he can build 1-1 for his Vikings or something. He is getting Vikings and Ghosts out to try to counter the Colossi, as well as just in general Ghost to counter Protoss. So he's getting all his tech up as well. Supplies are very, very similar here. We're heading towards the full macro game. As Clem is going to push out with a little double drop. Try to see what he can see. herO breaking down some rocks in the middle of the map. This is a very interesting choice. I feel like I don't see this very often in PvT. Like, this is something I feel like Zergs would more likely do. Interested in why herO decided to break those rocks down. Maybe just giving the Stalkers something to do. Now, Clem's bringing a big part of his army, most of his army here, and trying to push at the front. Kind of catching some of the Stalkers out to the side. Ooh, he's going to chase them. herO trying to get home. He's going to pick off a couple of Vikings. Loses some Stalkers for it, but I think that's nice and worth it since the 3 Colossi are the real power units in this army for herO, and keeping those alive longer is going to be more important than those 2 or 3 Stalkers. Clem sees how big the army is, decides to try to pull back. EMPs the Stalkers as they blink forward, but he's got to keep running away from those Colossi. He just doesn't have a real answer for him right now. 2 Vikings. It's not going to be enough for 3 Colossi. And, I mean, he knows that he's got... I feel like he's got to put down another starport soon. Oh, he canceled that armory. Remember that armory that he thought he needed? He canceled it. It was a good moment. herO finds himself in a bit of an awkward spot here between a couple of army groups, but actually he's going to take a fantastic fight over here as he blinks on top of this group of army. Clem not able to get over there with the other group in time, and now Clem's got to pull back and defend. So it looks like herO wants to put some pressure on and maybe stop this 4th from turning into a planetary. Clem's going to have to go defend that, though. I think he's got to make this base happen because there's a 5th on the way for herO in the meantime. herO deciding not to commit in. I mean, he sees this SCV going over here. He has to know there's a base there. But he decides not to commit to it. Pulls back. Doesn't want to take any fights he doesn't need to take. 2-2 is about to finish for Clem. So this is a good time for Clem to try to take a fight. Well, as I say that, some units getting trimmed off here. Good pickoffs there for herO. When herO's trying to find a position in, the EMP hit those sentries, so there's really no force field or guardian shield energy right now for herO. He's still posturing out here, though. Oh my god, but the DTs, I didn't even see those. The DTs now morphing into Archons and going for the recall. They will all die. But DT Blink was researched. He gets in, he kills the planetary, and then he pulls back. Now herO does need to be a bit careful here. Clem is pushing forward on this side. He's going to try to pick off a Colossus. Doesn't quite get it. But now a real engagement going down here. A lot of the Vikings have died, so these Colossi are going to stay alive a good bit longer, but they're all going down, and herO is losing absolutely everything. That fight went so well for Clem. Those extra 2 upgrades is really coming into play as herO has been so lackadaisical on the upgrades. The Disruptor's a little late to the party, and they are not going to get their connections. They get targeted down and killed, and this 5th base is not going to be long for this world. As herO's down to 15 army supply, I do not see any way he's going to be able to stay into this game. As long as Clem just keeps building units and pushing across the map. Triple Colossus production right now for herO. But Colossi takes so long to build. I feel like the 4th base is going to be dead in the meantime. Oh, Disruptor Novas not getting the connections. Clem EMPs and snipes those down. They didn't have any support to help them out. And Clem, I mean, he looks like he is in position to win this one. It'll be very, very difficult for herO to hold on, even with these 3 Colossi popping right now. This is a bad time for Clem, though. He's going to go snipe some Zealots, but Colossi popping with the overcharged shield battery already going. Yeah, Clem's got to back up. He has a lot more army back at home, though, that can come across and join up with this. He's still up 40 army supply. herO, though, doing a good job holding on when he was down like 70 army supply just a minute ago. A lot of Clem's army supply is in these 9 medevacs, too, which obviously will keep the army healed up very nicely. But that's a lot of army supply represented here that's not exactly fighting, right? Support units. A couple more Disruptors about to pop. The 3 Colossi looking pretty tall here with a low Viking count. All those Vikings got killed. There's only 4 in the sky, just 2 out here with this army. Clem is pushing forward. Can the Disruptor Novas connect at all? Looks like the answer is no. But herO, I think he's got enough army to hold on. How is herO still in this game, dude? His +3 attack is finished, but Clem also finished his +3 attack, so he is still 2 full upgrades ahead. One of the Robos goes down before that Disruptor can pop. A lot of this production here at the 3rd base is going down, but that means the 3rd base is going to stay alive. Another big stim here from Clem. Those medevacs really working overtime to keep this unit, keep these units fully healed up. Blink forward from herO. Some EMPs get laid down, but the Ghosts are in some trouble right now. Disruptor Nova goes forward, gets a good connection. 2nd one, forcing Clem to pull back. The Disruptors will die for that, but I think that's well worth it for herO, who's closing that army supply gap more and more. Clem is going to try to take a 5th base, but despite losing that 5th, herO, I mean, the economy's still pretty much dead even for them. And Clem's getting pushed back. The army supply is so close now. These medevacs are doing so much healing for Clem, though. These last few Marauders and Ghosts are going to be so hard to kill. They can just tank damage for like 100 years as the medevacs keep them healed up. The Disruptor Novas are going to be key. So far, only 1 really hit with any success, but they can force Clem to micro against them. That's kind of what I was talking about earlier in one of the other TVPs I cast today. I don't remember which one. Is while they're microing against the Disruptor Novas, the rest of herO's army can be getting damage done. But right now the Disruptors left on the backside on their own. Ooh, a big stim forward for Clem. But again, he's got to pull back against those Novas. And the army supplies are now very similar. This game is back to being pretty much even. Again, the upgrades very much in favor of Clem. He's still those 2 armor upgrades ahead. Oh, man. And even as those stalkers go in and, like, pick off a Viking, 3 stalkers die. Not a great situation for herO. And herO decides to move in. He's nearly maxed. He's feeling good about this. He has the army supply lead for once. The Vikings, though, are going to take down one of the Colossi, the EMPs, keeping the other one super low. 2 Colossi go down. Ooh, can those Disruptor Novas get some connections? One goes out, does not connect. herO playing a little bit with fire here. Wouldn't hate to see him send the Zealots into this base. I think that's kind of what he's going to do. The last Colossus goes down. No more consistent splash damage. Clem pulls back to the Planetary Liberator setup. herO only has 3 disruptors here. That's kind of a scary low number. And Clem has a full surround. The blink forward means these disruptors are so vulnerable. They're staying alive for a little while, but they will go down. herO's going to lose everything here, but can he take a good trade in the meantime? Feels like he's doing okay right now. He's going to recall the Stalkers and try to get at least most of those out of there. But Clem takes a 50 supply lead once again. That is kind of temporary, as we should see a big warp in here from herO. But the problem is, for herO, Clem's identifying this right now, there's no 5th base still. Clem has a 5th base. It is up and running. herO, he just doesn't have the money to keep this going. Clem paying attention once again. Doesn't take much damage from those Disruptor Novas at all. Here's the warp in on the other side of the map. herO going to use his money to warp in a bunch of DTs. And he's going to try to get on top of this. But with a few landed Vikings and a planetary and the turrets and the little mines, this is not going to happen. And as Clem moves into the other side of the map, GG gets called. Clem will take game number 1. herO, a bit reckless there in some of those fights, but staying in it for so long. Absolutely crazy. Clem, though, able to clear up the entire army of herO a couple of times. And while he wasn't able to get a ton of damage on the other side of the map, it was enough. It was enough. Now ahead into game 2, we are going to Solaris. For this one. Oh my god. And parting. Is this real? Parting 2-0'd Beyond? Oh, that's so sick. What the hell? That's actually so goated. Insane result, if true. So big, if true. It is not 2-0. It is 1-0. He is on match point, though. It's only a best of 3. Our Terran player in the upper right-hand corner of Solaris. It is Team Liquid's Clem. His opponent in the lower left for Dragon Kitesy Gaming. It is a herO. It's so herO of him to, after he lost his 5th base last game, to just be like, all right, well, my 5th is dead. I'm just going to not ever take a new 5th and all in, like just all in. 4 base all in now. herO loves to do that kind of stuff. Just commit. He commits to the bit. And sometimes you got to do it. Ooh, spicy opening for herO. Okay. He's got a gateway coming out back at home. This could be a gate. I feel like this is going to be a Stargate, though. It's kind of a weird position for a proxy. He could try to take the Nexus here and mine the Rich Vespine. That would be a weird thing. That would feel weird for herO. Okay, Cybercore going down. I feel like this has to be a Stargate. Just get like the cheeky Oracle. It's not very close to Clem's base, but we shall see. Clem's going factory before CC, so I feel like here for herO. Oh my god, it's Twilight Council. A proxy Twilight Council. You guys know what that means. You guys know what that means. It's got to be a Dark Shrine, right? Gotta be. It's gotta be. Okay. So, Clem, though, going for the factory before CC, this is a much, like, safer build for him, right? I think he went Reaper Expand in Game 1. But Game 2, he has the ability to be safer here. Now, hero's going to be annoying with this Zealot. Did the probe leave? Where did the probe go? Oh, he's putting the Dark Shrine down back at home? Why would you do that?
Base is under attack.
Okay, he cancels it. Why would you put that down back at home? The probe is right here. Just put it down in the middle of the map. Okay, well, herO decides to proxy the buildings that aren't that important. The Reaper is seeing that there's no base.
Is under attack.
Oh, he scouted this? Oh, that's why he didn't put it down up here. Well, the Dark Shrine has been canceled. Clem is going to have to respect the possibility of DTs anyways. And it looks like he's probably going to just build a Raven. Obviously, he can hold the scan as well. One of these orbitals. But it's going to be Blink here for herO. So, the Reaper getting that confirmed scout. Let's see if the Reaper can scout that it was canceled. That would actually be so huge.
Add-on complete.
Oh, he needs to go in and see if it's canceled. I don't think he's going to be able to get there, though. It looks like this Reaper is going to die. So no confirmation on the cancel, which means, again, Clem has to respect this and build the Raven. Now, the Raven can be quite good against just about anything anyways. Auto turrets are always good. So it's not the end of the world for Clem. He could try to auto turret harass as well, because herO, I mean, this is all he's got. There is no base. herO is one base, Blink Stalker all in Clem. Clem's trying to get a tank out. This tank is almost ready as herO is arriving with the Stalkers, with the Warp Prism. More Stalkers warping in. The tank is sieged up in a nice position. Has a decent radius, covers the ramp, covers most of the base. Stalkers don't really have a good place to blink in. Actually, great positioning of this orbital here. With the tank, covers this whole base. herO, he's going to blink forward, though. He's going to kill the siege tank. The Prism getting jumped on by the Cyclone, but it does stay alive. And now herO should be able to get out of there with most of the Stalkers intact. It's a lot of Marines for Clem, though. He's just double pumping Marines right now. Get as much DPS out here as he can. There's a Viking, and the Prism is going to fall. And there's no close warp-ins right now for herO. He does not have another Prism in production. I think Clem is just hell. Like, I think Clem just wins. I don't really see a way for herO to win this game anymore. He's going to blink in. He's going to kill the tank at the expense of every single one of these Stalkers. Ooh. Oh, they got nowhere to go. They're done. GG. Clem holds. He scouts the proxy, scouts the Dark Shrine in the main, and then holds the Stalker pressure. Beautifully done by Clem. herO putting it all on the line. And it doesn't work out. Clem will move on to the round of 4. GG.